I can hear it now. But Sega Slayer, this is not a PC video. Did you not watch the update from yesterday? Really, if you haven't, go watch it. It's really informative. And it was also filmed on my PC, but it explains why there's not a PC video. Enjoy the video. Hey Slayers, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to Capcom versus... Wait, hold on. I think I messed this up. I wanted to start...
Capcom versus SNK. Millennium Fight 2000.
There you go. Welcome to Capcom versus SNK. Millennium Fight 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I have to say, I'm not a big... well, first off, I want to say I hope everyone had a good holiday. You know what I'm saying? I hope you all enjoyed your holidays and your Christmases. You know, almost New Year's now, so you know what I'm saying? One holiday after another. But with that being said, I never really played SNK games. Like, I never was really a Neo Geo type of guy. Just because it's not that I wasn't that type of guy, it's just that I never really had a way to play. I mean, I can emulate Neo Geo, I just never really seen anything interesting enough to emulate it. I've always been interested, I think, in Metal Slug, which I have played before, and then King of Fighters 95. I think that's about it. Other than that, I've really just never seen any interest in, like, emulating the Neo Geo, because from what I know, it's essentially just a nice, one of the machines only the richest kids had back in the day, kind of like gaming PCs now. Only the richest of kids had the freaking Neo Geos with their freaking $500 cartridges a piece, because games were literally just straight up arcade games. Man, nothing lasted for freaking ever. That being said, I finally got a chance to try it now with Dreamcast, so when it makes sense, let's check it out. So you get a groove select thing, and you have SNK, or is that, that's the graphic style, huh? We'll go with the Capcom graphic style for now, and then we'll try the other style. But let's get right into it. So essentially how this works is it's almost similar to Marvel vs. Capcom. As you can see, there's more like Street Fighter characters here than there is King of Fighters. And so you get guys like Ryu and stuff who appear first. And we're just going to go ahead and pick Ryu. And we'll pick... See, I'm not used to King of Fighters 95. Where's the guy with the hat? You know what I'm saying? I'll say King of Fighters 95. Where's that one guy with the hat? You remember the guy with the hat I'm talking about. I think his name's Terry. It's Terry. There he is. It's Terry. I know it was Terry. He's the one I remember the most from, like, SNK, Street Fighter versus, not Street Fighter, from the SNK games in the first place. He's who I remember the most, right? So he's the guy I always see on, like, the posters and all that. So I've just, and I know there's not, I keep saying King of Fighters 95, but I know there's actually King of Fighters 98, 96, and 97 and all, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So how does this game play? It plays like your run-of-the-mill Street Fighter, no lie. It literally plays just like Street Fighter. It's almost exactly the same, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you look at it, because look, you have all the Street Fighter combos, all the Street Fighter characters play just like they do in their own games, you know what I'm saying? If you ever play a Street Fighter game, they all play just like their own characters. You got Ryu hitting freaking Hadoukens, Ken hitting Hadoukens, you know what I'm saying? You got all these different characters. You got Blanca, you see what I'm saying? But then you got the guys, and I got a little emotion blur effect the characters having this. I forgot to say that too. But the game plays nice, fast, and fluent, and one of the things I love about fighting games on the Dreamcast era is the beautiful backgrounds these games have. I mean, the background for this game is just freaking, like, outstandingly beautiful. It's just so nice looking, and dude, I would recommend this game in a heartbeat. Just, if you're a fighting game fan, you should definitely play this either way. But this is my first way of getting to know some of these characters from SNK. Although I can say this, I don't really know. Wait, what side am I on? Why did it switch my character, but he got to keep? I don't really know how to call in your partner and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any. There's some special attacks, and I also again don't know how to do them. And there's that little code counter thing at the bottom, and I don't know how. Like sometimes special effects will special attacks like your super attacks they'll trigger randomly, and I'm just like I didn't press anything. At least I don't think I pressed anything. Why did it trigger? You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to understand and very hard. It's not complex at all. The game is extremely easy and extremely fun. You know what I'm saying? You have versus mode, and I guess we'll just do that because I don't want to do arcade mode anymore. And the versus mode is essentially, oh yeah, this is what I like right here. We'll pick this stage right here, and you pick a stage and you pick your character. You see what I'm saying? And you can see here from this is better. Okay, they're split right down the middle for. Oh wait, ratio gauge setting. We'll just pick that one. It doesn't matter. Gusto will go with the SNK style of characters. And as you can see, right? As you can see, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, wait, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. A total of 28 characters, which is extremely good, like extremely good. But I should also fail to mention, this game, while being called Capcom versus SNK, what this should really be called, and I mean like really, what this really should be called is Street Fighter versus King of Fighter, really, because that's all there is, you know what I'm saying? You got all these King of Fighter characters, and I can't tell you half of them, you know what I'm saying? Literally, the only guy I recognize from King of Fighters, and I'm sorry to any King of Fighters fans out there, is literally Terry. He's the only guy, and he's just, because he's a bit of an, we'll try him out, I want to try him out, and we'll go against Ryu. Oh, well, that's just who's on my team. But if you've ever played like freaking if you ever seen any type of fighting game, you've seen Terry before. He's everywhere. Wait, what is going on? Oh, you can. Oh, okay. So I just found out versus mode can only be played with a controller. That's freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? I hate when that type of stuff happens. You know, what is it with Capcom and always doing that? You know what I'm saying? Where they always make their games where like if you ever play Street Fighter 2, you'll know that they make the versus mode exclusive to 2 players, which is kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? But it also kind of makes sense. But at the same time, we'll try training mode real fast. At the same time, it does make sense, like I said, but we'll just go with a random stage with turbo game mode, and I'll go with, like I said, we'll go with the SNK style, because they have 2 different styles for the characters, and I want to really try out Terry, and this guy will be in the Also, did I mention you can have each character in the Capcom style and the freaking SNK style? It's kind of freaking cool, but at the same time, I want to see real fast. I want to see how, like, I want to see, because doesn't Terry kind of remind you a lot of, he reminds me a lot of freaking Ryu, just like a lot cool looking. Let's see some of his attacks. I don't. Oh, he got, okay. So King of Fighters does seem to play like extremely similar to Street Fighter. Which one would I say is the better game? I think I'm gonna have to go with Street Fighter for sure. I mean, just playing the characters here just feels so natural. It's like if you've ever played just any Street Fighter game, you can jump in and you can get right into the game and enjoy the fast and food, because Street Fighter is one of those games that you once you've played it once, you can play them all, no problems. You know, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see who I'll pick here. We'll go with the SNK groove this time. I thought that was like music, but I don't think so now. Form up your team. Oh, I think I just realized something. Yeah, that'll put the SNK characters first, right? We'll go with Ryu again, then. Oh wait, it's Fatal Fury? That's what his name says. We'll go with the turbo one. I really shouldn't have went with the normal one last time. It kind of makes the game slow. Who I want to fight with first? We'll go with Ryu first. Then we'll go with Terry. Brace yourself. Whoa! 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 Some of these stages are freaking cool. Did I mention that? Some of these stages, that's what I told you I love about this game. One of the things I really freaking love about this game is just the stage design. It's utterly just so cool. I don't know how some of the things they did in this stage design, I just will never understand. It's so freaking cool looking, man. So cool looking. And I love the stage design, and I totally recommend anyone go out and try this stage design here. I mean, I totally recommend anyone go out and try this game in general. It's just a fun little game, especially if you have a partner. If all fighting games are better with multiplayer, and this game already is just an extremely fun little game with good music. First off, the music is really good. I forgot to mention the music, man. Both Capcom and SA both Capcom and SNK tracks are just freaking awesome. The music is like, it's so good. You can just sit here and listen to it for hours, and it goes so well, and it just really gets you into the fighting mood. And I think that's one of the things fighting games with music have to get right is your music has to get me in the groove. You know what I'm saying? To fight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get me ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go out fighting people without good music to listen to. It just does not work. And that music factor really just sometimes makes you want to not stop playing the game, like literally. And I think that's where a fighting game really does its best. When it gets you not wanting to stop playing, that's when it really does its best. Never give into your fear. But we did it. We did it. Now, with that being said, how would I recommend this game? I'd say it's a 10 out of 10. If you've seen my videos on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or Street Fighter 3 Alpha or any other Street Fighter game, it plays similar to that. Now, like I said, excuse me if my SNK knowledge is like very limited. I'm trying to see. The thing is, I'm really trying to talk about this from the secret mode. What is that? There's the secret mode. I don't know what's. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Apparently, you can link your Neo Geo Pocket, which is freaking awesome. I never knew about that before, but that is actually very cool. And I guess maybe you can just port the game over to your Neo Geo Pocket. That is extremely cool. But that being said, you have a game replay mode and all that. I'm trying to look at this game from a Street Fighter perspective when there's another half of it that I just really can't talk about. And that's just because, and that's my own fault because I should have a little bit more experience with King of Fighters and Fatal Fury and all that. And all that stuff over in SNK Neo Geo, man, but I just haven't, just because I just don't know. I had some intentions. I just never really seem interested. But I know there is a couple SNK collections on the PC, so I might go ahead and download one of them at some point and get around to trying out some of these more Neo Geo type games. But that being said, this game is a 10 out of 10. The gameplay is awesome. The music is excellent. The background stages are just, oh my god, the background stages look awesome. And the presentation is just 10 out of 10. Props to Capcom and SNK for this. This is a total, awesome. And when I say one of the top 10 fighting games on the Dreamcast. With that being said, I'll be back in a second with prices, and see you in a second. Further proving my point that Terry is the most recognizable character. He's on the box with Ryu, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put the two most recognizable characters on the box. That being said, this game is freaking expensive, okay? If you're looking, we got a loose copy that's gonna run you $45 and it receives around 1 sale per week. A complete copy is gonna run you around $62.04. It's gonna receive around, and it receives around 1 sale per day. And the new copy is gonna run you $117.66. It receives around 1 sale per month. A manual is going to run you around $17.78, and a box is going to run you around $10. With that being said, eBay's got you covered with a loose copy for $45 and Amazon with one for $84. eBay has a complete copy for $75 and a new copy for $289. Don't buy this game. Go buy this game. I don't know, man. I'd say it's worth it, but it's freaking awesome. Release November 9th, 2000. 1 game disc, 2 players. You know what I'm saying? 2 players. I'd say it's worth it, but at the same time, that's pretty steep. You know what I'm saying? But if you can get it for the actual $45 price, I'd say it's not that bad for a loose copy. I mean, that's pretty freaking bad because with other games, you can get a complete copy for, I don't know, but I would say if you can find this out in the wild, grade it for 220. If you can find this out in the wild for less than this, like $20, $30, I'd say go ahead and pick it up. It's totally worth it. Even if you can get it for $40, I'd say go ahead and pick it up. That's pretty worth it, especially if it comes with the case or in the manual. Is definitely worth it. I'd say go ahead and do it. That's definitely worth it. With that being said, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a good one, Slayers.